Today we're going to be talking about how to find out if you are shadow banned, what are the best times to post, and so much more. I'm your host, Zach Ford, and this is Social Media Mavericks. Let's dive in.
This question is from Martin, and he's asking, what's the best time of day to post on social media?
Long story short, social media apps right now are interest-based, not time of day based, meaning it doesn't matter when you post it, it's gonna hit people when they are interested in content that has to do with a set topic, okay? However, there is a great rule of thumb to post between 6 a.m. and 9 p.m. That is the general waking hours of the public. Time change and all the different time zones, those do come into factor in this. However, between 6 a.m. and 9 p.m., wherever you are, I would lean to that. What they used to call this is the whale. The reason why is because if you look at the graph, it'll be like right before people go to bed, and then everybody's asleep, and then everybody starts waking up again, and then it's usually at its peak sometime around 10 a.m., and it slowly tapers off back down. So, whale.
I love you, Willie.
That is why we usually tell people to post during the waking hours of the day. Middle of the day is safe. Anytime around 9 a.m., your time, doesn't matter where you are, that will work. Because, again, the algorithms on social media are giving this content to who needs to see it, and they're getting incredibly smart at that. And it's becoming less and less and less dependent on when you post it. But it's a question that we get all the time, and so happy to answer that for you guys.
This question is coming from Martha, and she is asking, I've seen a big drop in my views on Instagram. How do I know if I am shadow banned?
Oof, I feel your pain. I know what it's like to see your views go all over the place, but thankfully on Instagram, there is a way to check if you're in good standings. And so really quickly, I'll walk you guys through how to do that. What you wanna do is you wanna go to settings for your page, go to settings. Once you're on settings, scroll all the way down. What you're gonna see is a new feature called account status. They built this for this reason just alone. If you've got those green check marks, you're good to go. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you see a red X happening through there, and that would indicate an area that caused for shadow ban or account suspension. I love having this feature because it gives you a feeling of security, knowing that you either have something that needs to be fixed, or you are not shadow banned and your content is just not hitting the mark like it maybe used to. And the algorithm is always changing, and so that's totally possible. If you used to rely heavy on your social sphere of influence, the word is that you're probably seeing a dip in across the board follower activity because your followers aren't now seeing your content anymore. It's just sending your stuff out to people who it thinks are going to be interested in your content, which is a different problem, but I don't like it. It just is where we are.
I don't like it.
Now, let's say you do see those little evil red check marks on things you did wrong to be shadow banned. Here's what I would recommend doing. There's usually a 14-day period that you will come out of being shadow banned. Even account suspension usually only lasts 14 days. And generally speaking, what is causing you to go into those suspension modes or shadow ban is that you violated Instagram's post recommendation guidelines. And so there's an article Instagram has on their website about post recommendation guidelines. It's things like you went through and deleted a ton of content right away that triggered some sort of warning to come. It was a check on Instagram. You hit another check, which was using the same or a banned hashtag too many times, which, you know, there are certain hashtags that are banned. Let's say you're in a certain industry. There's a whole list of those. I'm not going to spell those out here. You can look up banned hashtags and get all of the information there you need. Some really goofy ones are on there as well. It's just that they either have had issues with those in the past with certain groups. A lot of times people used to use hashtags as a way to get a lot of content on there. If they found that one funny hashtag had a bunch of violating terms content on there, they would just nix the whole hashtag, and when you use that blindly, that's your shadow ban. You don't know what happened, you just got banned. The next would be if you have, again, broken any of those terms and conditions. You are doing things that have criminal activity. You're showing videos, especially in times of disaster, that show too much graphic content that they don't allow on the platform. All of those can be considered strikes against you. Sometimes it's as simple as saying that you went to church and they had some sort of religious filter that was way high that got you shadow banned. But it will tell you on this page. And if it doesn't tell you, then it's likely your content.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Generally speaking, this page will help you find out if you're shadow banned and what to do about it. If not, just work hard at making better content. If you're seeing that engagement drop off, really think through your content from the lens of somebody who does not know who you are. Create from that place versus maybe in a world where everybody else did know who you are. That's what I would say. Great question.
This question comes from Emily. She's asking, what should I look for in a social media marketing package?
Nice. Emily, you are headed down the right path. The first thing that I would do is recognize what you're doing. You are bringing in a team to enhance your brand's presence across social media or your personal presence across social media. What you are not doing is hiring a team to replace your current team, meaning they're not replacing your company and they're not replacing you as a personality, meaning you can't just be not involved at all or have your company be not involved at all. Whenever I sit down with somebody and I say we are enhancement, not replacement, it means you are hiring a team to take the torch and carry it with you, okay? So first things first, I would make sure that this team, whoever you're talking to, is able to identify what you've done that's worked on social media, what you should do to help your content reach the people it's supposed to, and be able to execute that plan for you. That looks like getting together, writing scripts for posts, shooting that content, editing those videos, then putting them into a software to either manually schedule them, or schedule them through a software tool, and then be able to report to you what worked and what didn't.
I hope you boys have learned as much from me this year as I've learned from you.
This whole world we're talking about is social media management. It's the package that we offer. We want to get in the trenches and we want to really make sure that we are creating content that fits your brand and who you are. Once we've created that content, we then can start to analyze. Once it's posted, we can start to analyze really what's going on. Are they responding? Are they not responding? And we go through and make tweaks over and over and over again until we get it absolutely right based off the data. And so remember, as you're hiring a team, they are enhancement. They are there to make things clear and execute on it. And they're not replacement. They are not meant to come in and put their thoughts forward or ChatGPT's thoughts forward. You're gonna have to be in the trenches helping guide what feels like you, what doesn't feel like you. It just can happen consistently now. And that's the last thing that I would say. The last thing I would say is you are looking for consistency. Anytime a social media team is coming in, you are bringing in a machine that is going to make sure that you are consistent. You're gonna have to approve content or else it's not gonna be you, it'll be their idea. You're going to have to be involved, and that's why I keep stressing that so much, is that this team is going to help you stay on track and they're gonna help you be the solution that you need to be. Whether that is a team that you hire internally or a team like ours that you bring in from the outside, ultimately at the end of the day, our job is to make sure that we are taking who you are and letting as many people know about it as possible, trying new platforms, trying new techniques, but at a base minimum, they need to be able to ideate the content, capture, shoot, plan it, post it, and give you the numbers and say, this is how it did. Good news is social media is public. So the content, the data, the numbers, everybody can see. And so whether it's working or not working, you can decide on, but that is the social media package I would recommend for anybody. The rest is just bonus. How many shoots they're doing, how many times you're posting, how many new platforms, that is all bonus. But those bare bones of getting you the content you need comes down to those things. So that's what I'd say. Yo, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Social Media Mavericks Show. I am your host, Zach Ford, and we are here to make you guys the ultimate social media mavericks. We get to work with so many creators and business owners every single day to help amplify your message. We do that through either strategy, all the things we talked about here. We want to come beside you and do those things, so please, you'll see our information in the description below. Do not hesitate to reach out or leave a comment below with your specific question, and we'll factor it into the show. I cannot believe that we have the community building that we currently have. These videos get put out across Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, everywhere. Quick shout out to Davis producing in the background here, Charles behind the scenes. We would not be able to do this without our crew here. And so if you have not yet, please hit the subscribe button, hit a little like, say what's up down below, and we'll see you in the comments.